This is Rev Michelle Hopkins. This is what they're doing in our skies today. Our beautiful blue skies are being gummed up with different mixes of chemtrail, with different types of dispersion patterns, from as far as you can see on one end of the sky to as far as you can see on the horizon of the other, making the sun appear milky white, like you're looking at it through a cataract in your eye. This is what's happening in the skies north of us, south of Richmond, Virginia. The skies are just replete with this garbage. Look at this. Numerous different mixes of chemtrail and different types of dispersions. You can hear the hoarseness in my voice. Can you hear the hoarseness in these birds flying over? They're having to fly through this and breathe it in. You can hardly hear them try to just squeak out these chirps. No wonder so many are dying. You can see the chemtrails in throughout these dispersions, and there is just the littlest hint of pink. I never like to see that, because that indicates to me that there's the possibility that there are desiccated human red blood cells in this mix. Here's a lovely view of this. The sun is so bright and so white as it beats down on us, but you're looking at it as though you're looking through a cataract in your eye, because there is so much density in the air, so many aerosols, that it is so dense around it that the glow around it looks like you're looking through a cataract. You can see the dispersal, the diffusion of light, and the colors, the different colors of the diffusion in light through these aerosol particulates. This particular chemtrail has kind of a globular look to it. It's not one that just mists and disperses evenly like the ones that look almost like contrails, that are turned off and on and disperse very quickly like this murky whiteness. There is globular looking material in this. More solid and more fluid. A little weightier than the rest of the aerosols that are floating very freely in the air. Look at all those chemtrails. Just one after the other, after the other, after the other. And these are some very light aerosols that are coming out of these particular chemtrails that are blowing away from them, and they look to me like they are going to be falling down. They're too low, which tells me that they are meant to fall upon the populace, whatever it is that they're spreading. Now you can see greater amounts of it. This is the stuff that is fallout, falling down out of the sky from these chemtrails. You can see it's attached to the chemtrails, falling right down out of the sky upon us. Now personally, I am in the second stage of this chemtrail plague. A lot of people are in the first stage. I am in the second stage. I feel like it has gripped me, and it's becoming part of my body, down in my lungs and in many different places all over my body. It's very difficult to function. It's very difficult to think clearly. I'm doing everything I can to fight against this. As you can hear it in my voice. There's not a lot of phlegms, just everything is swollen inside me because of this stuff that has taken it's created a home inside me, and it feels like it's causing inflammation and tearing things apart inside my body. Now look at this chemtrail. This is a brand new chemtrail being laid down either just above another chemtrail or inside this chemtrail. If this person is laying this chemtrail down, this pilot may not survive this. The reason I say that is because of what is being called by experts aerotoxic syndrome. This is a syndrome that has developed from people who are frequent flyers and pilots who are flying up in and around this chemtrail flotsam, and they are becoming very, very ill and dying from aerotoxic syndrome because of chemtrails. Look at this. Look at how bright. Now this is up in the Richmond area. They've been up there. They've been chemtrailing up there. You can see the different dispersion patterns, and the sun is just milky white with it. Look at this diffusion of light. It's just outlandish. So much barium in that sky. And here again you're beginning to see sonic undulation in the chemtrail dispersion. Look at this. This is so wild. It is unbelievable. Let's get a closer look at this. There's some globules in this one. Further down, it's thicker. And you can see undulation. And here again, there's pink in these skies. I don't like to see when they're laying down pink. There are other chemicals that are pink, but the one that most comes to mind is human desiccated red blood cells that are engineered into some sort of plague. A lot of people ask, well, where do these blood cells come from? Well, abortion is big business. And not only are the dead baby leftovers, these bodies and all of the blood and everything else from the placenta and everything, I'm sorry this is so crass, but it's true. They are sold to different companies for different reasons. They are sold to pharmaceutical companies. They are sold to scientific organizations. They are sold to the CDC. They are sold to food-making companies that are foreign and then brought back into America as food. If you see enzymes in the particular companies that are using this, the enzymes can be from dead human cells. They're from dead people, okay? Dead babies. Embryonic cells. And as you may know, it is lawful to murder an unborn baby in a mother's womb. And now it's even lawful to murder a baby that is born. It's called after-birth abortion. All of this is sold to companies for money-making ventures. And some of this are fed back to us in cosmetics. They're fed back to us in actual food as flavoring enhancers. They're fed back to us in these chemtrail ingredients, desiccated human red blood cells, and other biologicals. They are engineered by the CDC and biological warfare entities, and sprayed down on humans, not only in America, but in other countries, under the auspices of UN treaty and agreement. This is all a part of Agenda 21. I would like to thank sweet Bobby Mann for all his contributions, the pictures, the videos, and so forth that went into this video today. They were from later today, and his MP4 from today, from the chemtrails around my home and around his home. A little bit of something about Bobby. Bobby is a vocalist like myself. He plays the guitar and he sings and has a beautiful voice, and he sings a couple of songs on his web channel, on his YouTube channel, The Lighthouse and Beulah Land, and they are very inspirational. I highly recommend them to everyone who is a passerby who would like to say hello and thank you to Bobby for all of his contributions to my videos. God bless you, my dear sweet love, Bobby Mann. You know, every morning I wake up and I come to grips with the reality that everything we have learned about chemtrails really is true, and all the lies that we're being told by the powers that be, that what they are trying to do is save the world. All you have to do is look at the ingredients of the chemtrails and know that is a lie. And if you don't know what the ingredients are for the chemtrails, I have an exhaustive list of ingredients of chemtrails from mid-air samples that were taken, sent to labs, and the results have been given. I have an exhaustive list of that. I can inbox you if you would like that. I have no problem doing that. It would be my honor to do that. Just make sure your inbox is open to me, and I will do that for you. All it takes is knowing what's in those chemtrails to know that we are being lied to as to why they are being sprayed. If all we wanted to do was to save the planet from the Earth's rays or to control our weather, all we would have to do for chemtrails is put silver iodide particulates in the chemtrails, and they would give us all that we needed as far as moisture and conductivity is concerned, and being able to move the moisture and the weather system anywhere we want to with sonic means. With frequency, we can move that anywhere we want to. That would need to be the only ingredient if those were the two reasons why. That is not the only ingredient. It's only one of many hundreds of ingredients that are in these terrible mixes. And the toxicity levels are deadly. The parts per million that are being sprayed are deadly. Now, when I come to grips with that every morning, that such evil exists in this world and is being perpetrated upon mankind every single day, when I come to grips with that, I have to find from the Lord His word for me today. How do I answer people who are believers and unbelievers alike, who are saying, how can a God who loves us allow the powers that be to do what they are doing? This is today's answer from the Lord for me and for you. Daniel tells us, in the last days, the lawless one will cause deceit to prosper, and he will consider himself superior. When they feel secure, he will destroy many, and take his stand against the Prince of Princes. Yet he will be destroyed, but not by human power. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of such things God's wrath comes upon those who are disobedient. And the lawless one who is revealed the Lord Jesus will overthrow with the breath of his mouth and destroy by the splendor of his coming. This is Rev. Michelle Hopkins. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.